this is the first public function that I am addressing after many years. In recent times, I was not going to any public functions. I was only taking classes, but this is an exception to that. And I am glad to come to Wisdom Foundation, this place. Shri Seturamanji and Shri Vinayji were inviting me for some time now. And today, that is the day, today is the day for coming here and enjoying the presence of all of you in this beautiful place. Shri Vinayji was very kind and he is very hospitable in many ways. He is a great teacher of Vedanta in his own right. And he gave me one of his books. So I went through the book. Generally, I don't allow any book to go out of my hand before I go through it. This is a habit, a vyasanam you may call it if you wish. And that book is a very good book. I very much appreciated that book. He wrote a very beautiful book for the students of Vedanta. Now, so I thank all of you for coming here to attend this function. In fact, my nature is, or my habit or my nature, it is very natural to me, very spontaneous, that I look upon people as friends, not as shishyas. The word shishya, if there is one shishya in this world, that is me. So, and I did not do it. Maybe one can do it, nothing wrong in it, but somehow, I am telling you frankly, the word of the heart I am telling you, in this consciousness, the word Guru to this Swami, it doesn't exist. I put it in a very roundabout way, like this is the nose kind of thing. I do not consider myself as a Guru. That is what I wanted to say. So that is all I wanted to say. So, but still, in a given context, some gauna prayogaha, it can be done. And so the Advaita Academy people have given the title to me and then awarded the title also. So I am grateful to them. I am guided by one great message by Swami Ram Sukhadas Ji Maharaj. I used to attend his satsanga in Rishikesh, and he said, "Jo sabko guru manta hai, wo hi guru ho sakta hai." He said like that. He used to say. Therefore, and I was also inspired by the Dattatreya Gita, which I used to teach in those days, from Uddhava Gita, which is part of Ekadasha Skandha of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Dattatreya Maharshi, he says he has learnt many things from many people. Even from a concubine called Pingala, he has learnt something. And from a meat seller, he learnt something. Like that, Dattatreya Maharshi used to go around and kind of aimless wandering. That is how the Maharshi was. That is the real spirit of Vedanta, the aimless wandering. Suppose you have aim, what aim will be? That will be part of this world and not worth pursuing in any case. Therefore, in that kind of an aimless wandering, he came across many gurus. And so he describes all those gurus. Kumari, like that. And now if I enter into it, it will take a lot of time. So, so that is how I was looking at myself as a wanderer, nothing more than that. But if all nice people like you come together and decide to confer a title upon the Swami is amenable to that also. I don't mind it, okay? In fact, I welcome it. Then what to speak on this occasion? I was wondering, and I was consulting my good friend Sri Dr. Sharma Garu while coming. Hey, what shall I speak? If I start speaking my mind, it may become politically incorrect also, possibly. Then Dr. Sharma Garu told me, you speak your mind. Don't worry about all of that. You speak your mind. And then, having arranged such a great function, I should do some justice to that from my side also. Therefore, I will say a few things which I have scribbled while coming. So I will tell something about Guru. If you read Shankara's Bhashyas carefully, you will notice some unique expressions of Shankara. And one of those expressions, which came quite a few times in the Bhashyas, in Prasthanatraya Bhashyas, is Shastracharyopadesham. Why the mic is okay? The sound is okay? It's okay. I am holding in my hand. Maybe I will use this. That will be better. This you please put off. Water I will take. This you please put off. Otherwise it will be making. Yes. This I will hold. Now you hear. Yeah, this is better. Shastracharyopadesham is an expression that is repeated by Shankara quite often in the Bhashyas. In the Gita Bhashya it comes, and of course in Upanishad Bhashyas, in particular Ishavasya, and in Brahma Sutra Bhashyas, everywhere it comes. The Acharya, Shankara, so he talks of Upadesha. Upadesha, it has to be correctly, if it can be translated correctly as an instruction. That is Upadesha. What happened is, the Upadesha has acquired some ritualistic context. So, people, what they do, they collect all the relatives and friends and all that. There will be a lot of Gana Bhajana also will be there, and lot of food being served. And then one person gets Upadesha from a Guru. And it is supposed to be secret. When you collect so much of fanfare, how can the blessed thing can be secret? But they believe or they pretend that it is all a secret. You know what they do? They purchase a costly kanchi, silk, dhoti, and the Guru and the Shishya sit on a big platform with many videographers and photographers busy, and then they put that dhoti around them. And inside that dhoti, the Guru poo-poos or he whispers some mantra into the ears of the Shishya. And now it is considered as Upadesha. What is Upadesha in it, I don't know. Quite often, more often than not, the Guru may not be knowing the mantra that he is instructing the Shishya. And of course, the Shishya anyway doesn't know the meaning. And now all under that silken very costly dhoti to cover, to make it secret. What is secret in it? Just because you put a dhoti around the heads, that becomes a secret or what? So this way, you take the letter of the word Upadesha and violate the spirit of it entirely. This is how people do, mantropadesha and all that. That is not, that context or that ritual doesn't deserve the word Upadesha. Upadesha is instruction. What is the instruction? Suppose I say something in an archaic language to you and you just repeat it. Will that become an instruction? Certainly not. Therefore, so Upadesha is instruction. Like we were coming to this place and suppose I did not know the path correctly. And then I see an auto driver and ask him, sir, this place I have to go where it is. So he tells me, sir, go like this and turn right. That is Upadesha. Because he instructed me the direction to reach the goal. And then what I do now about that instruction, immediately take notes, write in a notebook and take notes so that I can visit it after some time again. And then by heart that notes. Is that what I do with that? No. Just understand it. If any doubt is there, ask him one more time and understand what he is saying. And implement it then and there and reach the goal. That is called Upadesha. Whereas you can convert the Upadesha into a kind of intellectual acquirement or accumulation and keep it in the head or write it and keep it in the notes so that you can visit it later and get some satisfaction that I have Upadesha with me now and I revisit it on and off also. But then, did you experience it in life? No. It is in the notes and it is in the brain cells. It is not part of the experience, it is not in the heart. So such a thing, it cannot be called an upadesha. So upadesha is an instruction given by a person who knows. If you want to call him guru, it is up to you. So the person instructs and the student receives the instruction, understands it, and then lives it from that moment onwards. That is the upadesha, the significance of the word upadesha. And then the upadesha, who has to give the upadesha? Acharya has to give the upadesha. So Acharya is achinoti cha shastrartham. He knows the shastra, understands it well, and he can expound it well, and he can help the other person to know it. That is the Acharya. Acharya sthapayatyapi. And the Acharya is the one who helps the student to live the Upadesha. Acharya is living. And Swayam Acharatyapi. The Acharya is one who has that Upadesha which he is imparting to the other person, who has that instruction in his own life, and he knows what it is from the first-hand experience, from his heart. He knows what it is. That's why he is speaking it. Without knowing, he doesn't speak. So, otherwise, what is the value of that Upadesha? The teacher doesn't know it, the student doesn't know it, and then the teaching goes on, and the people write notes, and then they assume that they have studied this text, but remain in samsara. There is no inner transformation, so that is not, it is not really Upadesha. If you still want to call it Upadesha, then it becomes a gaunam. We have a way of accommodating that also. It is not primarily the Upadesha. Primary Upadesha is only when you listen to the Acharya, the instruction, and then understand it and live it. And living follows understanding. If there is understanding, life follows automatically. It is something like somebody said there is a ditch there. If you are going this way, there is a ditch. This is the example given by Shankara only. And if somebody instructs you about the presence of a ditch in that path, then when you go that way, you carefully watch and avoid the ditch. That is the Upadesha. It is as simple as that. And the one who knows gives the Upadesha, Acharya Upadesha. And how the one who knows, how does he know it? He knows it from Shastra. So, I have many things to say, but I will make it very brief. You see, you come across many gurus in the world. Many gurus, they are gurus, but they don't have any connection to the Shastra. They never studied any Shastra. I am sorry to say, they may not even know Sanskrit. And they may not even know Vibhaktis, Ramashabdam also they may not know, but they become gurus. But many gurus are there. In fact, I am not saying anything against anybody. Maybe that kind of gurus are also needed. How they became gurus? Not by Shastra. Shastra they don't know. But then they become gurus. In fact, they are the religious leaders. That is the correct word. Religious leaders. And they pursued some upasana, some Puranic upasana, and whatever that means. Some mantra japam, this and that for some time, and some elaborate pujas, etc. performed for some time. And now they promote that upasana, and so they encourage their shishyas, the public, to pursue that upasana. And sometimes they discourage some other upasana also. That is also there. Saying that my upasana is superior to other person's upasana. Like that, they become the religious icons. And the society looks at them as gurus. That tells very poorly on the whole structure. That only shows that the society doesn't know what a guru is, and they are not in a big hurry to learn anything, and they are not looking for any instruction. Mostly they are looking for tirtham and prasadam. And that is how the religious leaders, they serve a purpose in the society. They are the religious icons of the religion, and therefore they are serving the society and the function of religion in the society. And but strictly speaking, they are not the acharyas because they don't have any connect to the Shastra. Therefore, in this context, you cannot call them really gurus, but they are called gurus. The real Shastra people are not called gurus, but they are called gurus. That is how the society functions. But in this context, I will say, at least for the students of Vedanta, they are not gurus. They are religious icons. They instruct the public in the practices of religion and belief systems, and they have a place in the society and in the social structure. That is all great. But strictly speaking, they are not gurus because they do not fit into that expression Shastracharyopadesha. You have to get three things in place. One is Upadesha by an Acharya who is an expert in the Shastra. And when the Shastra is missing, then what kind of guru it is? So this is one thing people have to understand. And then, you see, they still call guru. You cannot contest the word. Suppose people use the word. You cannot contest it. No, they should not use the word guru. You cannot contest it like that. It's a democratic society, and the language offers all possibilities. Like a computer guru, you can still use the word. Means there the word guru means expert, only that much. It doesn't fit into Shastracharyopadesham. That is the expression relevant only for the students of Vedanta. That doesn't fit everywhere. And therefore, I should not come and say, don't use the word guru, you don't use the word guru, you don't use the word guru. I cannot say like that. You cannot dictate to the society. Only we understand, as students of Vedanta, they are not gurus. So having said that, now let us come to Vedanta. In Vedanta, there are many gurus, many acharyas. They are imparting this knowledge to many students. But there is one pitfall that the students of Vedanta should be careful to judge, to understand, to notice and avoid. There is one pitfall, and that is the psychological dependence. So, whether the students learn anything or not, what is the meaning of learning? Learning is meaningful only when there is that inner transformation. Suppose you study many texts, but still remain a samsari without any inner transformation. How can you call that upadesha? How can you call that learning? But still, it goes in the name of guru, shishya, teaching, etc. All that paraphernalia is put in place without any inner transformation. You find such a situation in the world. World is a very funny place, and so you find all possible scenarios in the world. Therefore, that kind of a situation where there is no focus on the inner transformation, there is only focus on the part of the guru to teach the text and focus on the part of the teacher to learn the text so that he can teach again and he become a guru. So, you mind if I take another few minutes? You see, once a student of Vedanta came across Sri Ramakrishna. Rather it is the other way also you can say. Sri Ramakrishna came across a student of Vedanta and he asked the Vedanta student, why are you studying Vedanta? So the question is a bit perplexing, and so the student was a bit unable to respond. Then the Acharya, the Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he gave two options. So let me elaborate my question. That is what he said, and he asked, are you studying Vedanta because you will become a Vedanta teacher in future and all the shishyas and people of the world will bring nice gifts and other dakshinas to you, and you will get very good food and a nice place to live and wonderful clothes and all other privileges of the upper middle class and rich people. All those privileges you will get by becoming an Acharya of Vedanta. Is that the reason that you are studying Vedanta? That is one option, option A. Then or option B, you want to gain that inner transformation of the consciousness which is worldly has to be transformed into a spiritual consciousness, the consciousness of spirituality. Is that transformation is the goal of studying Vedanta? Are you studying Vedanta for what? So, suppose you are studying Vedanta for the second one, then you are likely to miss many advantages of the first one. That is also possible. So, be careful. So, therefore, when Vedanta study becomes that kind of a ritualistic, and gurus teach and students learn to become again teachers of Vedanta, and they pat their back saying that we are preserving the tradition, we are taking the tradition forward, and so such great expressions can give us a lot of consolation to fill the gap of not learning any real Vedanta. So this also can happen, and it happens in the society. It happens all the time. So society follows Murphy's law most of the time. A thing can go wrong, then it goes wrong. So therefore, this kind of a psychological dependence, in that situation, where there is no inner transformation, only there is teaching. Teacher and student are, guru and shishya are there, very much in their place. Shishya remains a shishya for the life. They have decided that they are the shishyas for life. They have decided because that is very convenient, And the guru is, of course, a guru for the life. Therefore, this is what is called gurudom. And this has entered Vedanta circles very much. In a big way it has entered. And so, this is what my friend Dr. Sharmaji told me, be frank and you go ahead and speak. So, therefore, this is the occasion when I wanted to say that the students of Vedanta should not have psychological dependence upon the guru. When they are not learning Vedanta, only they are studying it, repeating it, reciting it, writing notes and becoming a very scholarly, accumulating all that knowledge, but not really learning. That is not learning. Accumulation of knowledge is not learning. So, learning is altogether a different cup of tea. Therefore, when the students do not learn, they accumulate knowledge, but they do not learn, they start depending upon the guru psychologically. And it happens the other way also. The guru also depends upon the shishyas psychologically. Therefore, like it is said, east is east and west is west kind of thing. Guru remains guru, shishya remains guru, shishya. Guru depends upon shishya psychologically. Shishya depends upon guru psychologically. And then there is mutual exploitation also. This is a very dangerous trend that is there in the society. I am not talking of some imagined thing. It is very much there. Not only there, it is prevalent also unless you take a great precaution. So I only suggest to the students of Vedanta, why should I suggest like this? Why should I go against the established norms of public address and the normal way of things, and go beyond that and suggest this? Why should I do that? What is the thing that makes me speak in this way? That is my love for the students of Vedanta. That is it is a labor of love and nothing else. Having come to study Vedanta, I don't want you to go astray. I want you to get the best of the teaching and the instruction. And so your life must be transformed. That inner transformation is the watchword, that is the benchmark. Without that, the whole blessed thing has the tendency to degenerate into gurudom. Please don't allow that to happen. You please take every single precaution in that direction. So learn Vedanta, not accumulate. Accumulating knowledge is not learning Vedanta. It is not like calculus or something else. So learn it like an instruction, the example I have given. You learn it. And a study of Vedanta should not make you depend upon the guru psychologically, and don't allow the guru to exploit also. So, as Shivanayji told about the Guru's Lakshanam, or some other speakers so the trappings of Gurudom should be totally avoided, and the students of Vedanta should not focus on the persona of the Guru. They should focus on the instruction only. And remember the Shankara's advice, Shastracharyopadesham. I hope I have made a point clear. I could use a lot more time to explain it in much greater detail, but enough is enough. Thank you all for making this function a great success. And once again, I thank Sri Advaita Academy for giving this award to this Swami. Harihi Om Tat Sat, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. All the credit goes to 4 gurus. One is Brahmashri Rani Narasimha Shastri, my father, who taught me Vedanta, and Brahmashri Kompella Subbaraya Shastri Garu, who taught me Vyakaranam and Sahityam in Sanskrit, and then Brahmashri Kompella Kameshwara Ghanapati Garu, who taught me Vedanta, and finally, all glory goes to Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati Maharaj, who has instructed me in the Shastracharyopadesha, and so guided me and shaped me to the point where I am today. And today happens to be Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati's birthday.